man, they are going down the hatch. They're hiding. I would feel really good today. If you have nothing, if you're like me, down to almost nothing, or you have everything in the world, you should feel good. And all this going on, man. So be happy today, man, that you didn't make that decision to go work for J.P. Morgan, or maybe you should have, maybe you did, maybe you're still there. But you see what's going on. It's happening. It's all coming down, and I feel very, very happy where I am. I'm glad I didn't go, to those places and those other jobs I could have had. It's liberating, All these years you think, God, I wish I could be like that, or get, have that house or that car and all that stuff. And you could still have that, and that's great. But if you're doing it, if you have a moral compass and you're making that money the right way, that's kind of hard to do, isn't it? Because these days, if you're making a lot of money, there's probably something weird connected to it, something negative, something hurting someone else. And that's what's going on. Finally getting found out. All these people, do you notice how they're all just kind of gone? Some of them have to stick around, and go through the process. But the ones that they're not really talking about, they are gone. And they're down the hatch. And believe me, they went down the hatch. They have places to go. Rarely do people believe that these people could survive, and the people I'm talking about, the executives, the elite. Hey, elite, how you doing? We're out here too, watching you. So you can't hide forever, even in a bomb shelter. Yeah, you could last 10, 20 years. What's that going to do for you? You're going to come out to a new world order. Wow, what a thought. What a scam. And I feel bad for these people because they've taken that road. They've taken that path. Read the Hopi prophecy. They're on that path. I see pretty much everybody I know, with the exception of just a handful, are on that path. Maybe I'm on the wrong path, down here, living on a, lower income kind of guy. But I'm happy. I'm happy where I am because I don't feel guilty about the money I make. I think the guiltiest money I make is right here. And it's not very much. It's a cup of coffee. But, at first I wasn't going to do a YouTube because I thought, oh, no, that's AI. They're going to know everything about me and take my identity. Take it. There's nothing to have. That's the thing to realize. There ain't nothing to take. Your humanity, everything here in the physical world, yeah, they can take it all. But, that's the problem, is people don't think there's anything after. If you don't think there's anything after, then you have no moral compass, right? It's just like, I can do anything I want. So, a quick analogy is, let's have a big party. And I had a high school party as a kid, and I invited everybody. I was kind of a half nerdy kid, but I got along with everybody, knew everybody. And I saw, I had like the football players and, the cheerleaders, and then I had the geeks and the musicians and everybody showing up at this party. And I had a swimming pool. My parents had a swimming pool. And my parents were gone for 2 weeks. And I had the place mapped out, I put all the expensive stuff away and the plants. And we had a party. And all of a sudden, the other high school started showing up. And then there was probably 200 people at my house, 3-bedroom house. And the place was getting out of control. There was a fight going on outside. People were spilling stuff in the pool. I mean, it was going off. And then the cops came. And the cops were out front, breaking up the fight. The people are inside. And what really got it for me is when we were making French fries in the kitchen. We had carpet in the kitchen back in those days. And somebody spilt the hot oil right on the kitchen floor. Ruined the whole thing. I was done. I invited too many people over. And that's what happens. When you got too many people coming over for the party, it gets out of control. You got to shut the door. Think about what I mean by that for a minute. You can't always have everybody over. You do have to go home eventually. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Wacky world out there. Stay centered. Stay happy. Stay calm. Because you're okay. If you're sitting here right now, you're okay.